You've tuned into She's Such a Lady.
She's such a lady.
She's such a lady.
Welcome to She's Such a Lady.
She's such a lady.
Such a lady.
With your host, Free Lou.
And Al Jabbar.
Thanks for tuning into our very first episode of She's Such a Lady. We just wanted to do a quick check-in with the week just to see how you feeling, how you guys are doing out there. So, Miss Al Jabbar, how's your week been going?
My week was great. My summer's been great. Every day's been great, but this week especially is really good.
What happened this week?
Well, I found $2 in my pocket. Finding extra money is always good.
Definitely.
I stopped for gas this morning on my way to work, and I still got to work on time.
Okay.
And I didn't leave the house early, so I had a good day.
That's great. So this week, it's been going okay. We've had family in town, and I've been showing them this great New York City that we're in. I've been a tourist myself. I visited Ellis Island this week for the first time.
I've never been there.
Such a New Yorker. It was a really great experience, and I was so happy to have them come in. Been trying to eat healthy, which is really tough. It's so tough to eat healthy, but trying to stick it through on this whole weight loss journey, but that's another story.
We'll get there. Yep. That leads us into our weekly shout out.
Yes, we want to shout out our viewers who's been following us for the past couple of weeks, even before we've launched our first episode.
He was there for our setup when we were trying to get started off the ground. Followed us on Instagram.
So we're really happy. So our weekly shout out is to Godspeed 973. Looks like he's coming from the New Jersey area. I don't know if it's Newark, but shout out to you guys, to New Jersey followers, and everywhere else who's been really following us. We really appreciate your patience, and we're happy to launch.
And if you don't have our Instagram, it's lady. So she's.such.a.lady.
All right.
On Instagram.
And don't worry, we'll also have the link stuff posted down because it's so long, but she's such a lady, so you know we've got to tell you guys about that.
So we wouldn't just tell you about our podcast in general, what it will be about, what we're going to be discussing, what you have to look forward to, which would be the ups and downs of life.
And then, I don't know if you guys noticed, we're twins. But
and we do budget shopping.
We do.
Which one of our episodes will be on.
Definitely. We're dressed alike because we're best friends. So we're going to be just talking about our journey for our very long friendship from umpteen years ago. But you know we can't tell you how many years ago exactly. But
I'm sure you had that best friend in life that hopefully has been by your side and even stopped talking to and started talking to again, because we did stop talking at some point too. I mean, everybody goes through it, and we're back again.
Definitely. So tell them the name of today's podcast.
The name of today's podcast is The Meet.
So we want you guys to get to know us the same way we want to know you guys. So always make sure that you DM us, you follow us on Facebook, and then we can share your experience with ours.
So let's jump into how we met. In high school, I was sitting in class, and class was about to be in English. And here goes this girl just walking to me. I've never spoke to her really. I see her, but I didn't really talk much in high school. And she comes to me. What's the first thing you say to me, girl?
Did you do last night's homework? Because I was on the phone all night, and I forgot about that homework assignment.
And I always did my homework, so she knew I had it, because when the teacher, even before she asked for the homework, I was that person. I have the homework, and everybody probably be like, "Oh my God."
I know.
I was that person sometimes.
And I was like such a slacker. I love to talk on the phone. I was always into what was happening socially. So homework just wasn't my priority. Kids don't do that.
Nope. Do your work. Okay. So where we are now, how did I get here where we are now? But there was some stuff in between that happened. Let's talk about that school dance and the talent show.
So it has been just a great time with us as far as getting to know each other. We went from little girls who never did homework assignments, well, I guess that's me, to someone who always did their homework assignments, into partying together through high school parties, and then
That infamous talent show, Jesus Lord.
oh my gosh, we've done talent shows together. Somewhere I've quit, somewhere she's stayed in. We've also snuck off, and I'm spending the night at her house. She's spending the night
Nope,
at
we
my
don't
house.
say that. Our parents might watch this show one night.
Oh, well, hey, it happens, but we just make sure that we were always safe. But we wanted to just, party, hang out. We both were on lockdown, so there was
Well, we
going
wouldn't
out.
truly admit that to people when they ask, "Are you on lockdown?" Because they would be like, come to our house tonight," and we would be like, "Yeah, but I'm tired. I think I'm just gonna go to bed." They'd be like, "You on lockdown, right?"
Definitely. So that's when we do the sneakeroos, just to stay out till about a good time around 8 o'clock. We've also had some downtimes where we were at odds and ends, and we decided, hey, you know what? I need some space from you. She needs some space from me. And
But we always found our way back, and it always was with that little stupid phone call or cheesy text, and it was like, "Oh my God, I think I called you by accident."
no, that was you.
No.
That was her. She was always very aggressive with that. So she would say things like, "Oh, so you're just not talking to me?" And I'm like, "Wow, can I say hello on the phone?"
Yeah,
But-
I would do that.
That's where the passion lies, I guess, in our friendship. So we've made sure that we've tried to, whatever we do, is handle it more positively versus to the way we used to do it when we were younger. And I think that's helped our friendship to evolve and for us to be friends for such a long time.
Tremendously.
I think some of our favorite moments together are definitely, as you can tell, shopping together. So
She actually picked this outfit out today. This was all her, so I'm gonna give the credit.
well, I'm very corny and cliche, so I love the twin things and I love twin days. So if you guys have any suggestions on where we can get things, where we can like dress similar or dress alike, I'm all for it. And she, I hope, doesn't mind it. Do you mind it?
No, because I didn't fight her on it. I'm usually like real combative, aggressive, like she said sometimes. But I was like, you know what, girl, you got it. We're
Yeah.
gonna wear it.
So sometimes you may see us doing corny things, but it's just because I love this girl here. So, just
I love
wanna
her
make
too.
sure that we're on the same speed in every way. Cheesy but fun.
Okay, let's dive into how we were quiet when we were younger, but just blossomed out, started talking.
Okay, so I was not quiet. She was the quiet
I'm
one.
still kind of quiet.
She was more of an introvert. And what was I?
Extra.
Definitely.
Extra. I need to stretch that extra. The extra. She was always extra. Always, girl, get up. I know you're not. I see you. Let's go. And I was like, I wasn't really trying to be around 10 people at the same time. Just leave me here with 2 people and I was all right. But then she pulled me out of the shower, and here I am, just talking all the time.
And that's good, because the funny thing is, even though I was the extrovert, now I'm more of the introvert, where when I go out in settings, I'm so like, okay, I'm observing everything. I'm really quiet. And this girl, I can never find her now. She's just running around, and I'm like,
That's because you got to get in that car. Driving is the best thing in life to me. Once I learn how to drive, I'm good.
exactly. So she is just always out introducing herself to people first.
Yep, I will
and
go right up to you and talk to you now.
Definitely. And me, I'm kind of like, okay, you know what? Give me a couple of minutes. Let me settle down, and then I'll warm up to you. So it's so funny how we've had a lot of dynamics within our friendship change too.
Why do you think that happened? What about our friendship, or what in friendship makes it so special to last?
Well, some of the things I think was, one is loyalty, because from the times we were really chatty with one another, or the times where we weren't speaking, I always made sure I was loyal to her. I think it's the Libra in me. We're very loyal people.
And
So-
the Scorpio in me made me always loyal back. Like when I trust all the way. When I love all the way.
And I think that's something with me too. I really love hard. So even if we're not chatting now, I still will give you that same level of loyalty.
So loyalty and honesty is a big one.
Definitely.
Always be honest, girl. I tell this girl how it is. If she don't like it, I might apologize how I said it a little bit, but I get it out.
And that is definitely, I think, a great thing in our relationships, because I'm honest, but my honesty is a little bit more soft and pillowed and just everything in between it. So she gives it to me real,
Yeah.
and I give it to her real quiet.
Which led me to work on my bluntness, so to say. I'm trying to be more conscientious of how I say things to people. I don't want to send the wrong message.
And the funny thing is, because I love to soften things out, I'm learning how to be more blunt and just tell you how I feel. So we're always just trying to learn from one another, which is a really big part
And
of
I
our
think
dynamic.
that takes you really far in life, because those are some things that you just continue to work on. Being open and honest in everywhere you go. But I've learned there's a way to do things. Just because you think it, don't mean you have to say it. And the way you thought it, you don't have to let it out that way. You can think of a better way to say things. I'll share with you what I take on daily before I say something to someone. And that is it kind? Is it nice? And is it true?
That's true.
If I can't check off all three, probably won't say it.
And it's so funny, because the person in me who's more subtle, who is more passive aggressive, I have to say to myself, say it, say it, say it.
Because she won't let it out. And she'll call me and be like, girl, I was thinking this, and I was so angry inside. And when they asked me how I felt, I said, I'm okay. And I said, no, let someone know how you feel. So that's what we're working on now. She's working on being open more, saying it, and I'm more trying to be maybe less vocal and thinking of a way to say it nicely before it comes out.
And I think that also works for us as well, is that we're just constantly, like I said earlier, just learning from each other. It's picking up each other's good, picking up each other's habits, so we can better ourselves and become more evolved.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's one thing you did this summer or recently that is new that you learned that you never did before?
One thing that I learned this summer that was new?
It could be an activity. It could be just something you found out. Something you always wanted to do that you finally did.
So I have taken swimming lessons when I was 10. And
Why you
I
said
can
that? That was
swim
mine.
just a little bit. And good. See, we're always here thinking together.
I promise you, we didn't practice that.
We didn't. We did.
Thought of what I was gonna say.
But she's always bragging about swim class. So even though I can swim and I'm really scared of the water, I started to take aqua aerobics, because I'm like, okay, if she's doing it and she's having so much fun, maybe it's not so bad.
And you took mine. Oh, I was gonna say I actually can swim, so I'm just very proud of that, because that was like one thing I needed to check off on my bucket list, was learn how to swim. How many of us go on vacation, see everybody in the pool enjoying life, and I'm just like, I'll dingle my feet, I'll go to the level of the water that's like right by my neck, or comfort.
See,
but
she's
don't
brave.
move a little.
I'm not doing that. I'm staying on that 3
But
feet side.
now I can do that, and I can swim, so I'm proud of that. That was my big thing for this summer.
That's good. So mine is just like getting in the water and getting comfortable.
Which is why you have to remember, when you want to do something, go for it. What you got to lose? Don't do life and death though. Don't just always choose life. But always try to just go out and venture, be who you are, because if we didn't try to just open up to each other, we wouldn't be where we are now. We wouldn't even be here doing this podcast. We've shared so much, what will come later on, weight loss journeys. I had a battle, when I took myself through. She's always, trying to do better, going to the gym, all of those things in life. When you want to do it, go for it. You have nothing to lose, nothing at all. And if you want something, ask for it or get it yourself, whatever the case may be. Nothing's gonna hurt you. Which leads us to,
how reliable are we to one another?
I think we're very reliable, and I think reliability counts a lot because you want to always be able to depend on the person. Well, you don't want to depend on people. I shouldn't really say that. But you want to know that that person is always there for you.
Yeah, so one thing that we definitely try to do is have each other's backs, meaning if it's a bind and we just want to have that conversation like, hey girl, today was a tough day, this is how I'm feeling emotionally, I know I can call her whether it's 3 o'clock in the morning and she has to be out at 4 o'clock. Wait guys, listen. You hear that?
That's that good old music coming from that good old outside.
Definitely.
That good old neighborhood that you love.
Die, do or die.
That was to play the music right when you're recording because everything was too perfect and they had to.
But you know what? That is, and we didn't say this, so we are Brooklyn girls, and if you ever hear noise in our background for music, that's because that's authentic Bed-Stuy in our neighborhood. So you gotta enjoy that hip hop in the background. And hey, what is Bed-Stuy without that siren going down every couple of minutes? So maybe we get lucky and we'll hear that today too.
Or maybe, what you said?
The sirens.
Oh, I just was gonna say sirens. Yeah, sirens. You gotta love the sirens. Let's dive into what led us here. Because we took a chance on life, which everyone should do, which leads me to our weekly quote, which is, nothing is impossible. The word itself has I'm possible in it. That is from Audrey Hepburn. And we want you to remember that whenever you're doubting yourself, whenever you're thinking I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, or I'm just whatever, negative thoughts. Just remember you can do it because we're doing it and everybody else is doing something they never did before.
Definitely. And when you are doing it, please just make sure you're doing it in a respectful manner where you can respect yourself and respect other people while you're doing it. But take a chance. Do what you have to do. Get out there. Live.
So we want to thank you for watching our episode today, which will be weekly. Make sure you're tuning in.
Definitely. We'll always put up a blast to let you guys know when you can hear our podcast, where you can hear it at. Follow us on IG. The link will be below. Follow us on Facebook. Follow our website. Follow is IG, Instagram.
Yep. She's
YouTube.
dot
YouTube. Follow us on YouTube as well.
She's dot such dot a dot lady.
Yes. Okay, guys, don't mind me. I will let you know this in advance. I'm just learning social media. So she's going to handle that. And if you have any tips for me, please let me know.
So I'll probably be the one responding back.
I can respond back
but
too.
she'll do email. She's good with email.
That I
But
can
I'll
do.
probably blast you on Instagram if you tune in. Send a shout out through Instagram. I'll be sure to reply back. I promise you I will. Make sure you email us your thoughts, comments, our shout outs you want to do. Our email address is shesuchalady18@gmail.com.
And also, if there's anything that you want us to talk about, or if you want us to give any shout outs, email us. Let us know. We love
We'll
to
be
hear from
sure
you
to
guys.
try to shoot them out as much as we can.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye bye.
See you next week.